Hello, it's Elysha. I am just going to talk to you straight from the heart because this is actually a topic that means a lot to me. And this is about connecting to your personal preferences or your taste and your current body shape to create a style that you love and that makes you look amazing. Because when you know what you love and you know how you want to look and you are in touch with the styles, the silhouettes that you want to wear, and also you are in touch and connected to your body shape and you know the styles and silhouettes that are flattering for you, it becomes so much easier to get dressed in clothes that you love and that make you look amazing. Now, recently, I was interviewed for a podcast, and I'll talk about that later. The podcast isn't out yet, so you better believe you'll be hearing from me when that podcast has been released. But one of the questions that I was asked was, has your style changed in recent years? And the answer that I gave, I said, no, my style has not changed in recent years. And then I said, well, actually, I have kids. So yes, when I was pregnant and postpartum, yes, my style changed to accommodate my body. But after that, my kids are 10 and 13. So that was a long time ago. I said, no, my style has not changed. And afterwards, I was thinking about my response to that question. And I was just like, why did I say that? Why did I say that my style has not changed? And the reason I got upset isn't because that I said it because it wasn't true. The reason I was upset was because it is true. My style really hasn't changed in a really long time. And our styles, they have to constantly change because we change as people. We shift and we evolve. And how can I be, wearing the same style that I wore 10 years ago? So when I thought about my answer to that, I was like, oh boy, there is some change that needs to happen here. And I realized that I'm always talking about style and I'm always helping all these women. But in fact, my style has gone on the back burner for me recently. I'm like that, what they say, the shoe cobbler who has holes in their shoes. I feel like that's what I've been dealing with. I've been talking about, I've got this casual, sporty style that I love. And then now that I stop to think about it, I'm like, I don't even know if casual, sporty style, if that's really me anymore, or if those are the qualities that I want to project. Now, see, what happens with women, and this is what happened with me, is I spent a long time, 10 years, a little less than 10 years, but I spent many years focusing on my children. They were small, they needed me. So now that they're a little bit older, they don't need me as in the same way that they needed me before. So I have more time. So I can focus more on my style and I can think more about what do I love? What do I want to wear? Because it definitely happened to me. I got out of touch. So I went on autopilot. So that's what happened, and I think this happens to a lot of people. And you just get dressed and you think that you're this style or this person that you were 5 years ago, 10 years ago, and you just get dressed for that person. And then you realize one day, I'm not even this person anymore. So why am I wearing these clothes? So when you come to this realization, that's when it's time to get reacquainted with your personal taste, to find out again, to discover what it is you love. So that's why it's really important to stay connected to what you love. Otherwise, you're projecting a style that's not really current with the person that you are today. So like I said, it's been happening with me. I was kind of autopiloting along on this casual, sporty style. Now, don't get me wrong. I like casual, I like sporty, but those aren't the primary qualities that I want to project right now. I'm just playing around with ideas that I like. I definitely like classic styles, but they have to have some sort of unexpected twist to them, something that makes them, I love the color and I love the print still. But anyway, so I'm just playing around right now and I'm rediscovering and reconnecting to my personal taste because it's time. It's been a long time that I've just been getting dressed as this mom who has two young kids, because that's not even the case anymore. Like I said, my kids aren't even that small anymore. So the other piece of this is connecting to your current body, because this is going to help you. Like I said, it just makes getting dressed a lot easier, because then you'll be more familiar with the styles and silhouettes that are flattering for you. Now, this whole body shape thing, I think it's amazing for when you're rediscovering your style. It gives you some really good guidelines to pay attention to. It helps you, like if you're an artist and you've got this whole canvas, it's like really helpful to have lines and to color within the lines at first. And then once you become more familiar with the body shape guidelines, or once you become a better artist, then you can go off and just start expressing yourself completely outside the lines, inside the lines. So the guidelines are really helpful to know. So I compared it to being an artist. When you're first starting out, it's helpful to have the lines to draw in before you can draw outside of those lines. So, for example, the body shape guidelines. I am short-waisted, okay? So that means for me, low-waisted pants, they're gonna be more flattering according to the body shape guidelines. But I don't really like low-waisted pants that much. I prefer high-waisted pants. Those are just more comfortable for me, and that's what I like to wear. So that is an example of a body shape guideline that, you know what, it doesn't really work for me. So it's good to know the guidelines, and then you can play around with both ways. Play around with, for my short waist, how do I like these low-waisted pants versus how do I like the high-waisted pants? Now I'll do both. I'm not like only high-waisted, only low-waisted. I even do a mid-rise. I like to mix it up. So it's really helpful to be familiar with your body shape, just because it's going to help you when it comes time to get dressed. You're just going to become more familiar with the styles and the silhouettes that work for you. Now, sometimes our bodies change, as we get older, and we have to, again, rediscover our body shape and reconnect to it. Now, this happened to me. I used to be a really big yoga person. Like, I got certified to teach. I was a yoga teacher. I used to do yoga all the time. And I think that was a big part of my identity. Like, I think people actually recognized me or knew me as that yoga person. But in recent years, it's been almost 2 years now. I can't even believe it's been that long, but it's been 2 years now. I've been dealing with these bodily injuries. So I've had to completely reconfigure what I do for my physical activity. And I do not do yoga at all. And I'll tell a friend of mine, and I'll be like, yeah, they'll be like, what's a good yoga class? And I still know the classes and the teachers. But, I'll be like, I don't really do yoga anymore. And everyone's still surprised because they still associate me as that yoga person. But really, I don't do yoga anymore. So I've had to rediscover ways to move my body that my body wants to do, because right now it doesn't want to do yoga. I believe that yoga, it's not over for me in yoga. I believe that I will come back to it once my body is fully healed. But the point is I've had to rediscover a new way how to move in my body, and this is just helping me feel more comfortable in my body, and it's also making me accept my body more, because when you're not happy with how your body's changed, it can get really easy to get really angry at your body. And I know, because I dealt with it. Believe me, it's been a struggle not being able to do something that I love, but I've been figuring out other things that I can do that still make me feel satisfied, and I am still able to move my body. So it's good to reconnect with the body that you have right now. So that means your current body shape, but also, your mobility and things like that. The other thing about the body being connected to the body is the body speaks the truth. So if you are trying to figure out what you should wear, or even just any big decision, honestly, this goes beyond just figuring out what to wear. But like I said, I use this for any decision. But if you tune into your body, if you get really still and really quiet, your body tells you, because you'll get this feeling of expansion and openness and freedom when the answer is yes. do that, go that way. And when it is a feeling of constriction and tightness and, maybe knots in your stomach, that means the answer is no. Now, the way that you can get these signs is you have to be really tuned into your body. So it's just helpful to pay attention to your body and to always listen to your body. So stay connected to your body and to stay connected to your personal taste. These are, when you do this is going to make it so much easier for you to create a style that you love and that makes you look amazing. Now, if you are curious about learning more about your body shape, I have a free download. It's on my website. You can go to my website and you can get this free download. And it's just a few questions that you answer to help you determine which of the 5 body shapes that you are, because it's just helpful to know where your body sits in space. So the link for that is ElyshaLenkin.com/dress-body. So I'll put the link in the description box. So if you are curious about how your body sits in space and what is the shape that you have, then just go over to my website and you'll get that free download. Hope you enjoyed watching this, and I hope it helped you get a little bit or inspire you to get more connected to your personal taste and your body, because it's really going to help you create a style you love and that makes you look amazing. So that's it for today. I wish you a happy Friday. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you soon. Okay, bye.